Unleash the power of knowledge and connect with the heartbeat of the African diaspora. Download our African Diaspora News Channel app now on Google Play and Apple App Store. Stay informed with authentic and diverse perspectives, breaking news, and cultural insights. Immerse yourself in a community that celebrates unity, resilience, and progress. Experience the vibrancy of the diaspora at your fingertips. Don't miss out. Empower your perspective today. Search African Diaspora News Channel and join the conversation.
There's a saying, when giants fight, it's the small ones that actually get crushed. My name is Ify Igwe, and this is the African Diaspora News Channel. I'm reporting from Nigeria. Let's talk about Trump's latest move that's shaking global trade and what it means for Africa.
Starting tomorrow, the United States will implement reciprocal tariffs on other nations. It's been a long time since we even thought of that. We used to think about it a lot. We didn't think about it for many decades, and you see what's happened. For nations that treat us badly, we will calculate the combined rate of all their tariffs, non-monetary barriers, and other forms of cheating. And because we are being very kind, we're kind people, very kind. You're not so kind when you got ripped off with your salaries. My auto worker friends and my Teamster friends and all.
So as you know, the US President Donald Trump recently announced what he's calling the Liberation Day tariff policy. And it's not just a headline grabber. It's something that could drastically shift how African countries trade with the United States, because this move affects 51 African countries. Now, under this new policy, any country that doesn't have a formal trade agreement with the US will automatically face a 10% tariff on all exports to the American market. And that's just the starting point. What's the reasoning behind this? Now, Trump says that it's about fairness. If a country slaps high tariffs on US goods, America will hit back with equal or even higher tariffs. On paper, it sounds like reciprocity, right? But for many African countries, it's more like a trade war that they didn't sign up for. So I'm just going to break this down a step further. Take South Africa, for example. They charge 60% on US goods. So under this policy, they will now face a 30% tariff from the US. Now, Nigeria, where I'm reporting from, charges 27% on US products and will now be facing a 14% tariff going forward. Botswana, 75% on US goods. They're now getting hit with a 37% tariff from America. Even countries with more balanced trade like Egypt and Ethiopia both charge only 10% on US products. They will still face the same tariff in return. Now, Ghana, which charges the US 17%, has been hit with 10%. Now, the most shocking, Lesotho, which was hit with a 50% tariff by Trump. Now, let's be real. These African nations, they charge very high tariffs, but is this the way to actually fix this imbalance? What this policy does is to create new barriers that could hurt small and medium exporters in Africa who actually rely on US markets to actually survive. Now, this affects different industries, textile workers, manufacturers, real people. And here's what we need to watch closely. Many African countries are part of AGOA, which is the African Growth and Opportunity Act, which gives them special trade access to the US market. Now, this new move could undermine those gains, making it harder for African products to stay competitive. But more importantly, it begs the question, are African countries ready to renegotiate trade on their own terms? Or are we going to keep reacting to policies designed without us at the table? Because while Trump's policy talks about reciprocity, the truth is, when you've had centuries of unequal power in global trade, equal doesn't always mean fair. Think about it. My name is Ify Igwe, reporting from Nigeria. Let me know what you think about this policy. Is it fair? Do you see it as fair play or just another form of economic pressure on Africa? Let's keep the conversation going. Don't forget to like, share.